We're here at Cassette Recordings in downtown LA on We Found Music. I'm Grant Owens. I'm joined by Paul from Savoir.
Hello.
The new album, which is called
The Love That Remains,
is coming out this summer. A couple of singles are out right now. Lover's Wake and Giants.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for playing for us, bringing the full band in.
Yeah.
It was quite a treat.
Our pleasure.
And you're here in LA after a busy week at South by. I guess kind of walk us through what you've been going through the last couple weeks.
Yeah, it's funny. We still haven't really had a day off, but at least now we're sleeping in like beds. We got to South by, and we were three of us were also playing with another singer. So we had 11 shows in 4 days, which is sort of like, it's funny, like that ends up being the like South by Southwest thing, but we tried like, we've done it now so many times. We're like, oh, we'll avoid that. But then it just somehow it happens where it's like, oh, but that's a cool show. We got to do that. That's a cool show. Let's do that. So we had 17 people in one house.
Right.
So I had the couch, and then we had 4 air mattresses lined up. We had our drummer Ben and his sister Katie and Lauren, and it was just like, it was hilarious. And then we drove straight here for school night for Bardot's show on Monday. So we did, basically 14 hours to Tucson, 9 hours to LA, straight to sound check, and then just crashed.
You had the full-on South by experience, 11 shows, had to drive all the way here from Texas, and then you had basically a show every week here in LA.
Yeah, show every night.
So
Every
cool.
night we had a show. We got school night Monday night. Tuesday night we played at Redbury Hotel, like a little acoustic thing. We did No Vacancy last night, which was cool. And then tonight we did the session, and I'm going to DJ at Sky Bar in an hour.
And I'm going to DJ at French Horn Rebellion, so there we go.
DJ night.
You're back with a bang, basically. You're here, everywhere all of a sudden. This has been quite a journey to this period, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has been, because like 2 years ago we started working on the new record, and that's when Deidre, who I started the band with, she decided she just didn't want to do it anymore. And when that first happened, I was like, okay, well, this is a big deal. Like, I wanted to think about it. Like, what do I do next? And I think it sort of became obvious that I needed to just write new music and see if it felt right, if it felt like Savoir still, if it felt like I wanted to keep going. And the truth was it did, it still sounded like the next step, the next evolution. And then I started to collaborate with people. And I actually the funny thing is a big turning point was coming out here and doing a few sessions. I ended up writing a song with this singer and songwriter named Leah Hayes, who was actually originally from New York too, strange enough. But we finished Lover's Wake together my first day in LA. And from there, it just sort of became obvious. I was like, this is coming together. I got to do this. And so that was like a year ago. And now the record I'm just finishing. It's just like a few more tracks need to be mixed when we get home, and it's done. So it's really exciting, because now I went from 2 years of just writing, being, different writing sessions, collaborations, and then starting in February, we played our first show, then South by, and now starting Saturday, we go on tour with X Ambassadors for 3 weeks. So
wow,
it's cool. It really is sort of like going from complete solitude to just back into the touring lifestyle again, which is great. It's exciting.
Yeah. So you're going to be playing. You're going on tour with X Ambassadors from March 26th to April 11th.
Yeah.
Have you played with them before?
Well, the funny thing is we played with them once before, 7 years ago. Yeah. Our third show ever. It was an early show for them too, back when they were still called Ambassadors, and we sort of like we've been friends since then. Cool. So strangely enough, we ended up like crossing paths. We're like the same group of friends in Brooklyn. We're managed by Seth Callan, both of us. Strangely enough, like at different times that worked out. So then when this came up, I think, we just brought it up with Sam too. It's like, hey, we're releasing new music finally, and if you guys need an opener, and he's like, yeah, come on tour. So it kind of couldn't have been more perfect timing.
Seems like the perfect timing, Yeah. You've been in hiding preparing this special gem for the public, and now you're releasing it.
Yeah.
I guess your latest single was Giants, which you also played in our set tonight.
Yep.
Which you should check it out if you're
Please
not aware. There's 3 songs on our YouTube channel. That's a really cool song. It's maybe a little bit of a more upbeat sound for you, or a little bit of a different style.
It's more of a rock song, I think, than anything we've done before. Which it was sort of by accident, because strangely enough, I kind of, the first few demos I was making, everything was leaning a little bit more dancey and a little bit more electronic. And then for some reason, this is the song I wrote with Lauren, who's singing with us live now. And we wrote it, and it just like, it became this sort of big rock anthem, but it still fit into the sort of Savoir sound because of all the like arpeggiators and electronic elements, the vocals. But it's definitely the most like, we sort of like took a step back after we like finished recording, and we're like, this is like the most rocking song we've ever done, and let's go for it, Wow. And the reaction's been great to that song so far. It's kind of been overwhelming playing it live because a few people who've heard it have already singing along and stuff. And whenever that happens quick, it's like, it's the best feeling in the world.
Wow. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, your 2 singles are out now. Your full length's coming out this summer. Savoir, Paul from the group, and thank you again for joining us. It's been a long time coming. We can't wait to follow your journey.
Thank you.
Thanks again. You're watching We Found New Music. We'll see you next time.